All right. We are online. What's up?
What is up?
Oh. What?
Should I get a shot?
Oh,
Are
what
we not doing a
are you
shot?
drinking?
You have one too.
You got it right there.
What is? Are we doing a drink?
Yes, I said I was making
It's a Thanksgiving
a
drink.
cocktail.
Do I need to pour a shot?
No, if you want.
We need to do a surprise shot.
Yeah. What the hell?
Go for it.
Jeez.
You go pour one this time.
What's up, Shram, Natasha? Did y'all like that story?
I really like that story a lot.
Me too, yeah.
How's the baby doing?
Lily?
Lily.
Lilliputian.
Is that his name?
Her, first of all. But you never heard, like, a Lilliputian? What is that from?
I don't know. Is your baby's name Lilliputian?
It's from Gulliver's Travels. There you go. An imaginary country inhabited by people about 6 inches tall.
I know what Gulliver's Travels is.
Lilliputian.
What is up, everybody?
We've got a Thanksgiving bourbon cocktail. It's pretty good.
Thanksgiving's here, which is... All right, so here's the thing, people on live chat. And answer this, but you don't answer this. But when is it acceptable, socially acceptable, to start playing Christmas music? Answer that.
You know, I would like to say I did pretty good.
She said never.
In that I didn't start listening to it until this week.
After Thanksgiving
I understand that.
is when people get a tree.
I understand that.
You've been listening to it for 2 weeks.
A week. It's been so cold this week, though. And so it's felt more like Christmas, unlike the usual balmy, like 80 degrees in November. When it's that temperature, I've got no problem waiting. But it's been in the 50s and cold.
All right, it's not been in the 50s. It's been in the 70s.
No, it was in the 50s today. I had my seat warmer on and my steering wheel warmer on when I was going to Costco.
Speaking of which, guys, this episode is brought to you by Bombas.
No, don't. Bombas, can you really sponsor us? Because, like, that'd be dope.
No, we're not sponsored, dude, but I bought these.
You're spilling all over the place.
I'm sorry.
They're called grippers. They're supposed to be socks and slippers, but I call them sloppers. They're amazing. I just got them yesterday. We're not sponsored or anything.
I need to get some of those. So I want to know what everyone's favorite Thanksgiving tradition is.
Not seeing you guys.
Well, you see Nicole every day, so I'm not quite sure you mean that.
Well, I was going to say you, but I didn't want to single you out like that.
Well, I mean, if that's how you really feel, then I guess I can limit my...
I don't know if I have,
visits.
like, a tradition that's really, like, lasted now since childhood. But every year as a family, we would always go to my parents' best friend's house. And it was always so much fun. Lisa. Yeah, we'd always go to Lisa and Doug's house. And it was a great party. Lots of booze, lots of food. And then you're like, everyone's kind of like asleep on the couch and then waking up and ready for a sandwich. I mean, it was like they had the party house as kids. It was fun.
We used to go to my aunt's house and have Thanksgiving with her, but that has not been the case as of late. Do not care to comment on that. However, my favorite Thanksgiving tradition is watching the Thanksgiving Day parade and then watching the dog show immediately after, and then trying to get my dogs to watch it with me. Josie used to love to watch the dog show, and she would bark at the TV, and and Jake used to watch it too, and Murphy is just not really into TV. Sometimes he'll look, but like I don't think he understands that the dog show is on TV.
Luna likes The Crown, by the way.
Does she really?
She was into it yesterday.
My favorite tradition is when I baste the turkey.
I don't think you've ever basted a turkey.
Yeah, I
So-
had. Based
Okay, we're just gonna.
with
Hey
my
Shram, hey
penis.
Natasha, hey Brittany, hey Jasmine, hey Chris, hey Courtney.
Chris, hey Courtney. Hello, everyone.
Oh my god.
And just for the record, so you all know that I am inviting John and Nicole to my house for Thanksgiving. They don't
For
have to come.
dessert, because we're going to my aunt's. We are already committed.
Yeah, no, not for the actual
Yes.
meal. Whenever you can get over there, if you want to come before you go to your aunt's and get appetizers, or after you go to your aunt's and have dessert, that's totally fine.
No, I only want to do one horrible thing that day. Either go to your house or go to her house.
Well, you never come to my house, so you'll have to wait
this
until
was
December
your house
10th.
until someone decided to leave
Yep.
us.
Yep.
Jen, you know what? When Jen left, she said, "You know what? Fuck y'all. I'm out, bitches." So, to that effect. Not in those words.
I actually believe I cried, but okay.
Let's see. Jasmine likes spinach casserole, which I've never tried.
Me
so
either.
Jasmine,
Can you send us that recipe?
Can you type it here in this chat or post it to Discord? That'd be great. Chris's mom always made a turducken.
Ooh.
I've never
what?
had a turducken.
What's a turducken?
It's a
Turkey duck?
It's a
turkey,
And you-
and that's stuffed with a duck.
Duck.
That's stuffed with a chicken.
A turducken.
How many animals do you guys freaking kill for Thanksgiving, Chris? What the
I think I've only tasted duck once. That one time that we went to Poogan's porch and you got duck.
I like duck.
No, we usually do turkey. I don't know if I'm gonna get a turkey or turkey breast though. My family is like, we don't eat the dark meat, and I'm like, well,
I actually love dark meat. It's moist.
all right, well, I'll bring you the dark meat that I
Moist.
have left over then.
It's moist.
I want to
love the
make a
word.
whole turkey.
I love the word moist.
I don't.
Jasmine says it's the back of the Lipton onion soup mix. No way.
I usually just use that to make an onion dip for chips. That Lipton soup mix. I've never made French onion soup with it.
Megatron making broccoli rice cheese casserole. That also sounds delicious.
I
like a
love
broccoli soup, broccoli cheddar soup.
I love a green bean casserole, but my family doesn't like it, so I won't be making that this year. I know,
Well,
weird.
fuck
right?
them. You can make it for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I am making turkey on Wednesday. I'm making turkey and stuffing so that we can have leftovers when we want.
I think I'll be making the entire meal again, but I don't know. I know my sister will probably make mulled wine again at the least convenient moment.
Mold wine?
Mulled wine.
At least you can do that in the crock pot, right?
No, she did it on the stove last year when I was like trying to get everything together, and she was like in the kitchen like like nothing to see here.
Do you need a crock pot to borrow?
I might,
You
but
can borrow mine.
I mean I have a crock pot. I don't use my crock pot during Thanksgiving, so I'll probably just use mine. But I will need to borrow yours for my Christmas party on the 10th.
Cool.
If y'all live closer, I mean, we would probably come over there for Thanksgiving, you know? Sorry, I'm talking to them, not you, Jen. Oh my God, is that bad? I would come over to y'all's Thanksgiving, but I wouldn't Jen's.
Yeah, that's actually it's kind of hurtful.
It is hurtful, but I also know that he's not trying to be an asshole. He's actually being honest. He does not want to set foot in my house, and that's
not
okay.
true.
All right, what we got the surprise shot for?
I've got Grace is next on my list.
Grace. Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
Also, guys, look at the back there. That is a pillow that is made of a blue jean. Can you hold that pillow up?
Your mom made that.
Look, it's got the butt
the
pocket.
butt pocket.
The butt
Well,
pocket.
turn it
on-
around.
The butt pocket.
There you go.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
It's got the butt pocket on there.
All right, I made this shot up myself.
I take it it's a combo.
Maybe. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't want to take a mirror shot.
Was it green apple?
No.
Why do
Peach.
Why do we do this, Jen?
Oh, what was with the peach? I don't know. That was good. Peach and raspberry vodka?
Yep. Yeah. It was a good.
Damn.
That was better than I
Yeah,
thought
that
it was
was
going to
good.
be.
I'm proud of myself that I guessed that. That just means we drink a lot of alcohol.
Well, we've compressed in the last couple of years. We haven't been drinking as much.
Oh, they were saying we should do a holiday card exchange. We've
I would
never,
love that, actually.
We've never done Christmas cards.
Secret Santa card exchange.
So like,
Just a card,
card.
and you only pull names?
Well, I don't have a lot of money. Do you? I can't be buying.
I certainly don't have
some
a lot
people
of money.
do
but
like Christmas cards every year, and I'm like, I feel kind of weird if I were to just do it with like us and the dogs. Like, hey
Well,
guys, I can't get everybody in a photo together.
Well, most people have kids,
I
and that's
know.
what they do it for.
No, if you and John took a picture with the dogs, a lot of people take pictures with their animals.
We should go and just get some random kids just for the photo
like
shoot.
a child model. You would have to hire them.
That would be hilarious.
Like who is this?
We can use our Christmas photos that we took like 3 or 4 years ago. Remember those?
No, I don't. All right.
Yes, I do. If you still have the pictures, that's good.
A tree.
I do have that.
A tree is not going to fit in the PO box.
You're gonna have to send that directly to Jen's address
That's fine. I'll give them my address on the
on the Discord.
Discord.
Megatron said, "Do it." After I got divorced, I sent cards with a picture of me and my cats.
I thought about taking Christmas. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't have a lot of people's addresses, but like my Christmas cards would probably not be pictures of me. It would probably just be like a general like.
Holiday card.
Yeah.
Well, you could do like just Murphy.
Yeah, I could. He's
Murphy
pretty-
with like a wreath
Santa
around
hat.
his neck or something.
Oh my god, yeah, that's great.
Or
I
you can probably get a better looking dog for the photo.
I just don't know why you hate my dog so much.
No, I mean just clean them up a little bit. Get all the
Like
lice.
honestly, like I know you say that because you know it bothers me, but it really does bother me. I don't know why you hate him.
Just like get the scabs off of them.
Stop it. Stop it. You love animals, so I don't understand. We tried to watch this show that everyone is talking about at work anyway, called Yellowstone.
Oh, my parents love that show.
Kevin Costner's in it. I was like, this is going to be great. Everyone says that how much they love it right
Yeah.
now. We started watching it. The opening scene is Kevin Costner
Killing
killing
a
a horse. And John's like, why did you suggest the show? I cannot watch this. Turn it off.
He had a hard time killing a snake when it was in the greenhouse.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is now the patio.
Oh, yeah.
But he hates Murphy, and I will never understand why.
Well, Chris says the show is overrated in his opinion. So there you go.
All right, what is up, man? I guess this is crazy.
A turkey for me and a turkey for you.
I like to eat turkey
in my big brown
shoe. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle.
I wish that turkey only
cost a nickel. I love turkey
Jesus
on
Christ, ow.
Thanksgiving.
That hurt.
So we are drinking.
Pat, the cranberry sauce and with and potatoes. Oh, the turkey looks
Jen!
great.
Oh my God, dude,
You're
that's
yelling.
hurting my ears. Oh my God.
We're drinking apple cider with some bourbon and a hard apple cider in there with some cinnamon and nutmeg.
Cinnamon nutted.
That's delicious. Oh, I would totally drink this on Thursday.
Yeah, you drink it on Thursday.
If you would like to take a jug of apple cider, you can.
Yeah.
'Cause John hasn't been drinking it this year.
Jugs.
Really? That's shocking.
I
to
know.
Me. He loves apple
I-
cider.
he like overdid it last year. So really, if you want to take some, you're
Like I
welcome
remember
to.
last year, I went to work and like brought apple cider home for you guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was like a dire
Yeah.
situation. He and Luna were addicted. Like every
Jugs.
day, they would share a glass of apple cider.
Jugs.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. So tonight, we're doing a Thanksgiving story, Thanksgiving dinner story, and I'm just going to read real quick what this person accused had said during a police interview. Maybe that'll set the tone. Quote, something inside me told me that I had to do it. Like demons. So, I don't know. What do you think?
Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being there.
All right, tonight we're going to Costa Mesa, California. December 1st, 1991. It's a Sunday, 9 a.m. And you guys probably have heard this story before. Maybe. Let me know when you have. We're
Okay.
talking about... I don't want to give it away yet. But Mesa, California, which is part of Orange County. I'm just jumping in it. Should I just jump in
Yeah,
it?
jump in it. Yeah, go for it.
Costa Mesa, fucking hell.
Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa, California is part of Orange County. We're going to December 1st, 1991. It's a Sunday. It's 9 a.m. There is an apartment building, which I couldn't find out the exact apartment building, but at this apartment building, this man, this 20-something-year-old man, his name is Jose. He is sleeping, and all of a sudden he hears this knock at the door, this frantic knock at the door.
You are lucky a dog didn't start barking.
Yeah.
I thought it was frantic enough.
Might have to go old yellow that Murphy. That was I think over the line a little bit.
Stop it.
I'd say about 75% of your comments about Murphy are over the line.
He's just not like the other ones, you know? He's just, you don't think he's different? That's fucked up. I'm kidding, okay? It's a joke.
You can't joke about that. You cannot joke about another person's animal.
He is different than your dogs, but he's
a sweet boy.
He really is sweet. He's a good dog.
He's a sweet boy. Do not fucking say anything else. Move on.
No, go ahead. Say what you want to say. I want to hear it.
No, he's just being... He knows it gets to you, and that's why he does it. That's the only reason. It's like when he eats sunflower seeds in bed. It's like he knows it fucking drives me nuts.
In bed?
Oh my god! I hate it when I find.
Are you a sociopath?
I spit him in a psychopath. I spit him in bottles. Ding.
Oh my god! It drives me fucking insane.
Ding. Ding. A lot of shit you do drives me insane.
That's fine. What do I do that drives you insane?
Oh my god, a lot.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's like a couples therapy session because I'm a counselor.
Go ahead. Tell me. I'm perfect. I know.
I'm not going to get to that right now. I am perfect. All right, so...
Y'all are perfect for each other.
Gross. Costa Mesa, California, an apartment building, December 1st, 1991. It's a Sunday. A man named Jose is sleeping. A knock at the door wakes him up. He shakes like, oh, what the fuck? It's 9 a.m. He goes to the window, and he actually answered too late. This woman who was knocking at his door had now got back into a red Corvette and was speeding off. He's like, okay, I don't even know anyone that drives a red Corvette. Like, I don't know.
Little red Corvette.
I don't know any other words.
But
But I was thinking that as well though, but I didn't want to say anything.
A few hours go by. It's around 1 p.m. The woman in the red Corvette comes back to this man's apartment, and the door was unlocked, and she forces her way in. Stop playing with my damn dog. I'm gonna take you out back like old Yeller, Jim.
Yeah? You didn't happen to see the video of me breaking up that fight, right? I don't know if you'd be able to take me.
I can beat the hell out of you, Jen.
Did you see the video?
Let's not go there.
What are you talking
Let's
about?
move on.
What video?
I broke up a fight at school on Friday.
You didn't send
No,
it
you
to
didn't
us.
send this to us.
I put it in the Discord.
Oh, I have not been on the Discord in a few days.
I've been high.
I did it one-handed too.
Brittany
I had
said she tried to watch it, but it wouldn't open.
Oh no!
Yeah, I tried to watch it.
No, you didn't. You didn't even know. what I was
Natasha
talking about.
concurred.
I had two computers in my arm. I did it one-handed, and I went in there and I broke up the fight. And then later in the day, I went and I was talking to one of my assistant principals. She was like, "Thanks for trying to break up that fight." I was like, "Try? I did break up that fight." And she was like, "Well, you know what I mean." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I did break it up." One-handed, single-handedly broke up that fight. Literally.
Did she, y'all?
I did. I'll show you the video.
The link wouldn't work, they say.
I don't know how to make it work, but I will show y'all later. It is bad. It was a girl fight, and girls don't play. Like, when they're in the middle of a fight, they don't stop. Like, I literally got hit, and my hand was slammed against the wall, and the girl was screaming. She's like, "Get the fuck off me!" And I was like, "No, you need to stop fighting."
Good for you.
Yeah, it was great. I've been waiting 4 years for that.
Little
I used to think the lyrics of that were "Baby, come back." I never knew that those were the lyrics.
Yeah, I guess I can say that.
Damn it, Jen, your link doesn't fucking work. I downloaded this fucking video and everything. It doesn't work. Spam.
Can I show you?
No.
Later. We'll watch it later.
No, I want to see it now. I want everyone else to see
No,
it.
because you're gonna be mad when the food's here and you can't eat. So keep going with the story. We'll play it on the next episode.
All right.
Dad?
This woman busts in Jose's apartment, and automatically he knew who it was. He had dated this girl, or let's be honest, he had plowed. What? Don't you rush me.
This is really good.
Oh, what is it?
Apple cider, bourbon, nutmeg, cinnamon. What else?
This woman had bust in.
Yeah.
This woman had bust into his apartment, screaming, bloody murder. He raped me. He tortured me. All kinds of stuff. And he's like, "Whoa, slow down." This woman's name is Omaima.
Omaima.
Omaima. I'm gonna show you a photo of her, and try to tell me what nationality she is. That's her right there, Omaima Nelson. I probably should show you a photo with not her like spread on the bed like that. Let me see.
Maybe.
It's very pretty.
All
She had
right,
big hair.
here's one that's
Yeah.
probably better. So, what nationality is she?
Is she like mixed? She's I would say either like Latina or African American mix. She's lighter skinned.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't guess either. She's Egyptian.
Oh.
Oh.
So this Egyptian, and she's beautiful. Beautiful girl, very exotic, bust in. Her name was Omaima Nelson. Have you guys heard of this case?
No. But I did go to school with someone from Egypt. Her name was Heidi.
Well, I'm asking you guys, have you guys heard of this case? This is a Thanksgiving case for you. Now, this is December 1st. December
We're
1st.
past Thanksgiving here.
We're past Thanksgiving. But she says that on Thanksgiving, my husband tied me up. He's been raping me for days. He's been beating me.
And marital rape is real, y'all. Just because you're married to someone doesn't mean that you always consent to, sleep with them.
So she and he this guy Jose, he knows her because they've dated in the past.
Jose is the husband?
No. Jose is all right, so let me back up. This woman, this 23-year-old woman, Omaima Nelson, bust into her friend's apartment building December 1st, 1991. This friend knew her. You don't forget a face like that. And they had dated in the past.
Got it.
She's frantic. She's scraped up. She's bleeding. She's talking just real fast. Like, my husband, he was raping me and tying me up and all this stuff. And he's like, calm down, calm down. So she tells him this horrible story. Now, they've dated in the past, and he really likes her. They have good chemistry. So he's like, slow down, tell me what happened. She says, he was pimping me out to different men for money. He was taking advantage of me. We had just got married 4 weeks ago, and it's been a living hell. And he tied me up and he raped me repeatedly. So I smashed a lamp on his head and may have killed him.
Self-defense.
Okay.
All right.
Shrimp says I don't like that. About the lamp. my husband, let me show you a photo of him right quick. Oh my God, I cannot fucking believe you haven't heard this case. I thought I was...
Natasha says she's lived in California all her life and she hasn't heard the story.
I fucking thought I was preaching to the choir. Holy titties, this is a fucking story to tell your kids.
Or not.
Isn't it funny that like your family has a history of preaching and you kind of have your own way of preaching? But you're preaching murder.
No, I've been really thinking about doing a Christian podcast lately. Like, I really want to, like, every Sunday just teach the Word of God.
Can we move on with the story, please?
And by God, I mean John Perry, my word.
You do that, though.
I want to teach you what I know, my divine knowledge.
About what?
Gonna need a lot
I
more
want
of
to.
this drink.
I want
Can we
to
move? No.
immaculate
No.
concept you.
No. No.
That's not how that works.
Let's
continue with Omaima.
I want
Omaima.
to put a thought baby in you.
I don't like that. I do not. I don't want. No.
Man, where does he come up with
I
this
want
shit?
zero part of that.
23-year-old Omaima, beautiful Egyptian, bust in. Hey, I killed him with, I think I killed him, self-defense. She was tied up. Luckily, the ropes weren't that tight or tight enough where she couldn't wiggle out. She just grabs the first thing she can, a lamp that's on the side of the bed, and smashes his head. That doesn't kill him, of course. But then she, does the rest because of self-defense. Because if she didn't, he would get up and...
Well, hang on. What do you mean by does the rest?
What kills him?
Oh.
Slices him up.
Slices him up?
Like carves him like a turkey? Like,
Does
is
he
that
have
where
an
we're
electric knife, or do we have...
just...
Like those electric turkey
Okay,
carvers you
yeah.
just plug in, it's like... Zzz.
heading? Which I don't understand why you need that. Like...
Is it really
Why
easier?
is this motion like that hard?
According to Omaima's later statement, Bill, her husband, this is her husband right here. If you want to describe this. No, if you want to describe him. Now, she is 23 years old. How old is he?
Oh, he old.
40.
He old.
You think he's 40 years old, Jen?
he's
I'm
gotta
almost
be-
fucking
picture.
40 years old.
He's
No, you're
got to be in
not.
his 50s.
He's
at
56 years
Yeah.
old.
Well,
And
I
he's
didn't
not
see a
an
picture
attractive
of him.
56 either.
What do you
No.
mean? I mean, he's an old 56-year-old.
Yeah, I'm saying he's
He
not
looks
a...
like 65.
What are you, like, looking at, like...
I'm saying he's like, he looks even older than 56.
You like the old men.
Oh my God.
That's what you're saying. You like that silver fox. What's his name? Andrew Carson or whatever?
Who?
Who's Andrew
That
Carson?
guy with the hair, the gray hair.
You mean Anderson Cooper?
Anderson Cooper.
He's gay. He's like not even part of the
But he
equation.
is a silver fox.
Yeah, he's gay until he gets the right puss.
No.
No.
No, he's not interested, though he is an attractive
That's
man.
like he's straight.
But I think he's like one of those guys that's been like gray for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know who
he's
else
straight
looks
until
really
he
Don't
finds
do it. Don't do it, Jen.
Who?
I know what you're...
I swear to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, I will carve you up like a fucking turkey.
For what?
You're gonna say my fucking dad? You know who
No.
looks that?
No, I really wasn't. I was gonna say Steve Carell has looked really good
I've
gray.
heard that all of my fucking life in high school.
What, Tommy?
Oh, your fucking dad. I want to fuck your dad. You know what?
That's weird that people would tell that to you.
Your friends?
Yes, my fucking friends.
Like your guy friends?
Yeah, my girlfriends.
Oh.
Not girlfriends. I only had a few hundred, but
No, you're a serial monogamist.
I am not.
No,
What the fuck
I
does that even
wasn't-
mean?
It means that you don't.
Who also doesn't believe that one night stands count towards his number, but that's fine.
They don't.
They do. No,
Oh
I
my
was gonna
God.
talk about Steve Carell. Like, since he's gone gray, he's like kind of sexy. I don't know.
I don't think I've seen him when he's gray.
All right. So anyway, she says that she just killed her husband, 56 years old, Bill Nelson, and I'll put all these photos on talkmurder.com. You definitely want to see these photos. They are public. He tied her up on Thanksgiving Day and raped.
Public or pubic?
He tied her up on Thanksgiving Day and he raped her repeatedly. According to Omaima's later statements, Bill, her husband, abruptly changed from a caring suitor to a cruel, demanding husband who raped and beat her. Omaima claimed that Bill tied her to the bed and proceeded to cut at her breast and thighs with a knife. She struck back. She felt, what the fuck? She felt, I don't know. She felt for and found a pair of scissors on a night table and stabbed at Bill. This was after the lamp incident.
Got it.
So what I just read was from the Chilliwack Progress, 23rd of April, 2000. This is 1991. Just putting that out there. All right. So, okay, so what do you want me to do about it? That's what Jose says. Like, go to the police. Like, why'd you come here? What do you need?
Yeah, I feel like when you confess a murder to someone, it puts them in an awkward situation because, like, you want to be a good friend and help your friend figure out what to do, but at the same time, you should probably report that someone has been murdered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I feel like I wouldn't want to be put in that situation, but I would like to think that I would report to the authorities. But then they would say, well, how do you know this has happened? And then I would have to say, well, my friend told me. And then I would be narking on my friend. I don't know. Like, no one, actually, I don't want to be in that situation. No one please report that you've murdered someone.
I'm literally the guy that would put you in that situation, Jen, and probably will in the next few years.
This is
as
a call
long
for
as
help.
Niquiz is not the victim, I think I'll be able to figure out what to do. Because that would be really putting me in an awkward situation.
Jen, before Nicole and I married, you have to always make sure of one thing. It's a test before you even marry, because if they can't pass the test, you don't marry them.
What's
End
the
of
test?
fucking story.
What's the test?
You say, hey, would you bury a body with me?
Did he ask you that?
If she is a down bitch, then she would help you bury the body. She'll even bring her own damn shovel.
Well, what did she say?
He did not ask me this question.
You asked neither Nicole nor myself.
Well, I forgot to ask.
I think he just made some assumptions that I'd be down.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
It's, situational dependent.
All right, so this man, he says, so Jose says, go to the police. Like, he raped you. He was beating you.
Self-defense.
Self-defense. Well, it's not that simple, she says. So I did kill him, and I need to dispose of what's left of him, and I need your help. Okay. So she takes him out to the Corvette, and she says, this is what I mean. This guy confesses that to the police that he was shown by Omaima, his once girlfriend, a quote, trash bag containing human organs, end quote. So, all right. I killed him by accident, self-defense. Okay, I need you to help me bury the body, to dispose of him. Okay. Well, I need to show you one thing first. So I brought this as a little sampler pack. This is just some human organs here.
Preview here.
Now, inside the bag were...
Appetizer, if you will.
Ew. Oh, no. No, I don't like that. No.
When police found the bag, so she had brought one garbage bag of organs in the Corvette. the red Corvette. Which
How many garbage bags of organs did she have?
But also, like, you've already taken the time to pre-dispose the body. Like, you've already removed organs, and you're already in the middle of this.
well, they do things a little different in Egypt. Okay, I'm just.
Well, in Egypt,
Like
they're
removing-
used to mummifying the bodies. Like, you
Removing
respect
the
the
organs.
dead.
All right.
Yeah.
So this friend goes out and he sees a quote trash bag containing human organs. The organs that I later found out were lungs, and they had black spots on the lungs. Do you want
Oh.
to take a guess what?
He was a smoker.
He was a smoker. Damn, Jen. 0 points for you. 2 points for Shram. Stupid.
Shram has not made a comment.
Well, damn it. I don't know, Jen.
Well, I'm smart.
All right,
What do you want
sorry.
me to do?
I'm
I have
way
to be
up.
more confident in myself.
That was,
That's
yeah.
right.
All
Yes,
right.
you
Say
did.
that again. That was a really good guess.
No, I'm not saying it again.
So they found the organs. They were lungs, and they had black spots on them. That showed that it didn't prove that that was him, but it was. But he was a smoker. All right, so he would have those spots on him. So all right, Jose goes back inside and says, "All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a truck. I have a friend who has this pickup truck. We're going to go back to your house in Costa Mesa. We're going to put the garbage bags of your husband, however many garbage bags there may be left, and we're going to dump them." Okay, good. Sounds like a plan. Now, this guy is also the same age. Like, this is something that they would do together. But instead, this guy goes to a payphone and contacts the police. All right. So right now you have a very weird situation, a bad situation for her, because she has not had time to clean up the crime scene because she put her faith in this guy that she used to have sex with a year ago to do the right thing. And instead he goes to a payphone and he contacts the police. The police show up at his apartment minutes later and they confront her. And she is going on about how she's getting raped and tied up. And they're like, "Well, did you kill him?" "No, I didn't kill him. He's on vacation in Florida."
Why
right?
would she lie about that?
So they ran the Corvette tags and they saw that they were his tags, and which is not a weird thing because they were married. They've been married for a whole 4
Months?
weeks.
Weeks.
They've been married for about 4 weeks.
Not a long time.
So they look into the Corvette and then they see that those those trash bags of organs. All right. So now, before we get to the apartment, I kind of want to tell you a little bit about Omaima. So this is Bill right here in the.
Is it bad that when I hear Omaima, I think of Aunt Jemima?
I know you're. Yeah, I know you're gonna say that.
It rhymes.
You knew I was going to say that?
Yeah, I know you, Jen. All right, so this is Bill.
It's a nice car.
Yeah,
It is.
So,
My dad used to have a gold Corvette.
Little gold Corvette.
So that was Bill and his ex-wife. 56-year-old Bill, he was actually old enough to be her father. 5 children of his own, 17 grandchildren.
17 grandchildren?
Big family.
Dang.
She would later say, "I don't remember how I killed him. All I remember is that I get up, like I said, and I find him. He's in a trash bag." So, now, before we get to the apartment, what's found in the apartment, and I'm doing like 2 cases back to back, so these are gonna be real quick, right? But I want to show you photos of her. So this is her right here. So she's very attractive, as you see, right? Let me see. This is her.
You said this is 83?
No, this is 91.
91. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
So she's
Last case was the 80s. Sorry.
Right.
yeah, exactly. So they go back to the apartment, and let me tell you a little bit about her background real quick. Let me see. Oh shit, I lost my place. Oh fuck. What the fuck? 1 second, guys. All right. So she is Egyptian born. At the time of the time that she killed her husband, she was 23 years old. She was born in a poor village. Her father was extremely violent, very bad temper, and that part in Egypt where she grew up was extremely poor. So this woman, Omaima Nelson, immigrated from Egypt by herself at 18 because she had to get out of the strict poverty situation that she was living in and the strict abusive relationships of her father. The village that she lived in actually did the ceremony with her. It's basically the female equivalent to circumcision. Is where they remove the clitoris, and they did that because she wasn't a virgin anymore.
It is pronounced clitoris, but
Is when they remove the clitoris, remove it, like cut it off. They held her down. These women in this village held her down and cut it off with no anesthesia or anything. Ugh. They cut it off. The reason this is important is because from now on, and the reason they do this is so sex will always be extremely painful to her, right? And plus it's a very traumatic experience. So she was, and in that place,
I'm gonna need some more cocktail after that one.
Yeah, take.
And that specific region in Egypt, and a lot of places I've been to in the military as well, if you are found not to be a virgin, no man will marry you at all. And that's still like that today too. Not in America, obviously, but in those Middle Eastern countries, a lot of those countries are like that. So she was found not to be a virgin. They basically circumcised her. They cut off her clitoris, and then no man would even.
You know what's also like fucked up is that's not the female equivalent of circumcision.
No,
like men can still experience
know,
pleasure, but like that's what people say. But like that's actually not. It's not the same thing.
No,
it's not the same thing.
So that, like, I kind of want you guys to think about that too, because she,
damn,
number one,
I wasn't expecting that.
She grew up in this horrible situation. Her father not only abused her, but also the mother. The mother grabbed her daughter when Omaima was a child, smaller, and brought her to Cairo, in the city's called the City of the Dead. Is basically the slum, and I don't want to say apartments, but basically buildings. It's that stupid robot.
One of the dogs.
Consuela.
Can you shut the door so it doesn't come in here and start cleaning?
Well, let me go turn it off.
Just shut the door.
What's this one's name again?
Edie.
So she moves her daughter to the City of the Dead. Is basically these ramshacks, these slum conditions that are pressed up to graveyards. The whole place is a graveyard, like actual cemetery, dead people graveyard. And then that's why it's called the City of the Dead. So she married an American, actually. She met a man, an oil man, who was in Egypt at the time. They married. He brought her back to Texas. That's how she gets her green card, I guess. They're married, but then he immediately divorces her. So now she's over in America. She has no job. She's still a teenager. So he divorced her when she was 19 years old. She's still a teenager. She can't even speak English. She has no family over here. She has no job skills, nothing. All she has is her looks. She's very beautiful, very exotic, and men love that.
And she would need to figure out something, otherwise she would be deported, right? Because if she was married via, like, if she was recently
deport her. What?
Yeah.
If you're married here, you're good.
But if
right?
they were divorced, no.
Oh, once you get divorced, they take your green card away?
No, you have to be married for a certain period of time.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
That's
I think
fucked up.
it's you have to be married at least a year. I want to say, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I'm telling you right now, when I did Border Patrol, so I was all about like keep them goddamn foreigners out in our country. You get over there and you realize they're living in total shit and slums and stuff, and they walk through the desert for 100 miles to get to America or whatever. Then you're like, okay, yeah, I got to send you back, but fuck, man, like I would do the same thing, you know? Like I wish I could look the other way. Like, dude, I mean, I know it's like crazy, but
So
it's
it puts you in
heartbreaking.
a hard place because like you understood that you had a specific law that you had to follow, but that didn't mean that you didn't feel compassion for the people that were trying to get over.
Yeah, exactly. But so
I wouldn't want to be in that position.
yeah, so she had to use her looks to get by, and she did that by meeting men at bars. She would jump from one relationship to the next. She would get money from these men. She was a hustler basically, and she was hustling these men. That's all she could do, really. And at 23 or 22 at the time, she was in a bar and she meets this man, Bill Nelson, and they were actually extremely good together. They bonded really good. So they were married for about 1 month. He actually
How long did they know each other before they got married?
1 month. Like it was like right then.
So they knew each other for a total of 2 months when he died.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so they were actually married for 3.5 weeks. That's the exact. So he actually was a computer engineer and a very successful one. He worked for this company, and the president of that company, her name was Sue Swanson. She said the following, quote, "They were real quiet, mysterious people. He met the girl and all of a sudden they were married." So they were married relatively quick. If you look at all the crime scene photos, you see all the computer chips and stuff that, you know, show that he was a computer engineer guy. Let me show you some of the stuff. Let's see if. So, like, here's some of the apartment right here. You see, so that's his apartment. That's the crime scene. I'm going to show you some of these crime scene photos real quick. That's her. Let's see. So this is some of the stuff that we're going to talk about.
Ooh,
Stuff wrapped in
blood.
tinfoil for leftovers.
Yeah. So this is the bed right here. How much blood is on this bed?
A
A
lot.
lot.
There's a lot of blood on this bed. So her story right now is that she was tied up on the bed, and she does have marks all over her body. So it does seem like she was being sliced. But that's a lot of blood right there. That's a lot of blood. So when she is arrested, she says that, you know, she tells the police, first she says that I didn't kill my husband. He's in Florida. You know, obviously they find the organs and they go and test them. They come back as Bill's organs. All right. Well, I didn't kill him. 2 other guys came in and killed him.
Oh,
Okay. Well, they quickly
dismiss that.
dismiss that. And then next she says, okay, I killed him, but I was told to by demons, right? Demons told me to do it. Now, when they actually go into her apartment, they find, let me see. They didn't find the whole body at first because it was in, quote, too many pieces. But they knew that it was all pieces from the same male. They eventually matched his fingerprints and everything else. The detective said that Omaima showed them scars where her abusive husband had tortured her. Inside a plastic bag, police found a pair of legs severed at the knees. In a cardboard box wrapped in newspaper, detectives uncovered a pair of hands which apparently had been well, let me show you these right quick. Maybe this will. So when they go into the apartment, this is what they find. This is the first thing they see. These are human hands. These are Bill's hands right here.
Like detached from the body.
Yeah, detached from the body. Which I don't know why they blurred that out. It's so fucking weird.
Well, maybe because it's like
the open
graphic content.
Yeah.
What the whole fucking thing is graphic.
Yeah,
But
then
it's
you're gonna
less
see the
graphic
blood
than
and the
seeing the
tendons.
bones that are
Well, they
attached.
could just crop the image. Like, I don't know. Fuck. Anyway, so they go into the apartment. She's like, okay, yeah, I killed him. It was in self-defense. All right. Police say that they found a plastic bag with a pair of legs severed at the knees, a cardboard box. Also in that box, wrapped in newspaper, was a pair of hands which had been cooked in oil. So those hands you just saw was cooked in oil. A mattress on the bed was drenched in dried blood, which you saw. And the family freezer contained several small portions of Bill, which is crazy. Like that sentence,
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
quote, small portions of Bill.
Yeah.
It's like small portions of gin.
Or, turkey.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a small portion of me would include because like all of my I'm I'm tall, so like even my feet are long.
So here's what he
Like
thinks
a
in
small
here.
portion of me would be like what, a section of my leg or something.
I'm gonna go with like that's a buttock.
That is probably a heart.
All right, so this is all the cut up body parts right here. In
Are
here.
those spices like what is it, ground chicken?
Ground chicken and stuff. So they had cooked a Thanksgiving dinner, and all of this stuff was mixed in with the Thanksgiving
Leftovers?
Leftovers, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Let me show you some more of the crime scene photos. You see blood.
I'm like not as excited to make my turkey on Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe I'll just get a turkey breast so I don't have to like get in there.
Natasha says, "It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you."
And when we are apart, I feel it too.
All right, let me see. So, the family freezer contains several small portions of Bill, neatly wrapped in aluminum foil. Hardened detectives were chilled to discover that the head of Bill Nelson is in one of those larger packs. So this is actually wrapped in aluminum foil. This is the head, or at least portions of the head. I'll show you right here. This was portions of the head
Like
right
his
there.
brain or like his head? Like,
His head. So the portions of it, they pulled this out of the freezer.
no, I don't like that. I do not.
So, what do you guys think about this? Crazy, isn't it?
Nope.
So, anyway. I don't remember how I killed him, she said. All I remember, I get up, like I said, and I find him. He's in the trash bag. Something inside me told me I had to do it, like demons. Then she says, and this is familiar if you listen to the Nico Jenkins case. He was an Egyptian, but he kind of went through this whole Egyptian defense where this serpent god told him to kill. She says there were, quote, 2 women with blood all over them, and they walked in and said that, quote, he must die, he must die, he must die. Now, they didn't actually realize that they knew they cooked the body. They knew that she cooked the body parts, right? But they didn't realize that she consumed them until they actually weighed out the body parts. All the body parts found in the house, they weighed them out and realized that about 100 pounds of Bill were missing. She had basically cooked these parts, deep fried them in the same deep fryer they used to deep fry their turkey, and started eating them.
Oh no.
There's even, that's what she was trying to get rid of the body. But then she started eat. She ate 100 pounds of this guy, and then realized
How? Over like a period
A
of like
week?
a week.
Yeah, and then she realizes that it's just too much, so she started trying to get him down the garbage disposal, and then it was just too much. She's too much of a human.
That's a lot of food per day.
There's
A lot of pounds.
There's even reports that she would like dip this guy the parts in barbecue sauce to make it taste better. I guess. Anyway, I know it's kind of fucked, right? All right. Well, what do you think?
We're trying to come up with some clever title options
I
for you
don't
right now.
have any thoughts. Like,
What do you
that's
guys-
just.
What
No,
do you
I
guys
just.
got?
I don't know.
So what
how
happened
you-
to her? What happened to her?
Obviously, she got. What do you think happened to her?
I hope she got locked up.
Oh, well, yeah, but for how long?
Life.
Yeah. 20 years.
Now,
20 years.
since I'm pairing this with another story that's eerily similar, which we're about to get into. So this one's kind of short, but what I didn't mention is he was actually a felon himself. He was a pilot at one point. They think he worked with the CIA. Like, this is the Bill guy, and he did get caught transporting drugs back into America. So he had a prison stint and all this stuff. So the defense really thought that he may have been torturing her and beating her. Plus, you got to remember, when she has sex, it is extremely painful to her because of, obviously her
The female
Mutilation.
the mutilation, yeah. It's extremely painful for her. So there is a lot of times where she could go basically out of body. And she said that she did at that point. She went out of body. But, however, her story was that she was tied to the bed by Bill. But then again, you look at the blood on the bed and you realize that he was tied to the bed. Here's what happened. She used her sexual prowess to get him aroused. He says, "What do you want me to do?" She says, I want to tie you up. At that point, he's tied up. He can't go anywhere. She's demanding whatever she wants. This has happened many times before with her to other men. She would tie him up, demand money, stuff like this. And when they don't deliver, that's when she goes crazy. So that's what happened here. All right.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. I think I have the winning title.
What?
Stuffed the Bills.
Stuff to the bills?
Oh, like Gil.
Yeah! Stuffed to the bill.
Okay. That's
I don't
a
know.
good
Jen
one.
had to think about it.
Okay, well, there are other suggestions in the chat if you would like to review.
Like what? I was thinking like
Kill Bill Part 2, Turbilkin.
I was thinking
Turbilkin. I like that.
what's
Or I said Tur husband. Like turducken,
yeah.
Yeah. I like Turbilkin.
Anyway, she is sentenced in 1991 to 27 years to life in prison. She did not get first-degree murder. She got second-degree murder. And she has been on parole. And her last parole was denied, I believe, in 2019. She had one before that, denied in 2011. It is most likely she is going to get out very soon. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Because, like, looking at her life growing up and shit like that, the only thing I have, in my opinion, is that she doesn't have... Like, what's she going to do when she's out, right?
Yeah.
She's going to do this shit again.
I would kind of imagine she would be deported.
Let's see what happens. It depends. I mean, I feel like it depends on who's in office when she gets released.
Yeah, so Jasmine, she got second degree. She was going to get first degree, but they found out that from her testimony that it seemed likely that he was abusive to her. And I believe that they really kind of felt bad for her because her childhood is fucking horrible. Like, it was horrible growing up. Like, I believe she was 4 years old. It was either 4 or 7. When she was that young, all the village women held her down and castrated her. I mean, that alone, she would get abused, and she would get raped And even at that young age, so she gets raped. Well, now she's not a virgin. So now no man wants to marry her. So now she has no, over there it's different. So if you're a woman over there, like you don't work at all, like at fucking all, right? And especially the part I was into, like you don't fucking work. If your husband divorces you, which is really easy to do, he's got 4 fucking other wives.
Right.
If he divorces you, you're fucked. Like you are literally fucked. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up, but anyway. What do you guys think? So she is currently up for parole and everything else.
Crazy.
Yeah. I think she could have got away with it if she just didn't trust. I mean, she just kept eating. I think she would have got away with it, But anyway, I kind of want to jump into like one more quick one if you guys want to or not.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a break?
Take a few minutes.
The food's out there.
All right. Can you give us like 15 minutes and we'll do a real short one?
Perfect.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. So 15 minutes from now, we'll be back. I'll post a link on, you'll see it in your Patreon. All right. Until next time, good night, you lovely, lovely people.